Hi YouTube and welcome to another video by the Unlucky Lads. This will detail the raid intel skips and black box locations on critical, regular and low for the raid starting on the 6th of May running through to the 12th of May, which is Project Titan week 285. Thank you as always for supporting our channel each week. We really appreciate our fans and hope that you'll all continue to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, or even donate using the link in our description below. We make these raid intel and black box videos for you each week, and your support really does motivate us to keep making the content, which allows you to quickly complete the raids and collect the black boxes as soon as the Project Titan week begins. For critical this week, the modifiers will be friendly fire, injuries bleed, and realistic reload. So using the intel skips, you first need to collect 4 intels from Heliport before you can input the password into the node at satellite dish. Once you've done that, you'll have access to Baal at the chemical refinery, and beating this Titan will allow you to advance into Sector 2. Gargoyle requires 2 intels at Forgotten Sanctuary, plus a further 1 intel at Missile Site Ruins, making sure it's for the right boss. Then you can interrogate the guy on the roof at Camp Phoenix, before finally inputting the password he gives you into the node at Testing Zone, where you can also take on Gargoyle. For supercomputer, you just need to hack and defend the node at Salamander. Then you can fight Quantum at the building in the sea. With the 2 bosses in Sector 2 beaten, you can head into Sector 3. Cerberus requires 2 intels at Red Phoenix, and a further 2 intels at Scandium Mine, one using your drone in B2, and the other is a pickup. Next you need to destroy 3 panels at Prototype Workshop, before finally putting 4 hands-on nodes at No Man's Land. This will give you access to Cerberus at the top of Lava Shield, where you can complete the critical raid. And if looking for the raid chests on critical this week, there are 2 black boxes in Sector 1, the first at Satellite Dish and the other at Heliport. Then there'll be 2 more in Sector 2, the first at Camp Phoenix and the other at Salamander. And finally there's 2 in Sector 3, the first at Prototype Workshop, with the last one being at No Man's Land. As regular viewers to our channel will know, we've been trialling doing intel recaps for all difficulties, and we haven't received any negative feedback about this new format at the moment. And assuming this week goes well too, we will continue doing these intel recaps for all difficulties in our videos moving forward. Therefore, if this is something you don't like, maybe because the intel recap for critical is a little shorter, then let us know with a comment before we fully integrate it into our new normal. At the moment we are talking about a key point from the critical modifiers and then intel, as well as later showing the intel recap for regular and low. This week the critical modifier we'll mention is realistic reload. It may sound obvious, but with this one it's important to keep an eye on your ammo and when to reload, because if you don't you could find yourself short of bullets when you need them the most. Therefore, if you're like us and favour a 100-round gun, but generally reload before you fired every shot, then think about switching to a smaller magazine size to preserve ammo. As for the main talking point on the critical intel trail, we think it has to be the overall length of the raid this week, because there is a lot to do across all the sectors, with only supercomputer requiring just 1 task, and all the other bosses needing multiple intel gathers. We'd be interested to know if any squads can manage to get through this raid in under 1 hour, but also feel free to comment if you do run into any other problems, because we can try to help you out so you can finish the raid and earn those rewards. Moving on to regular and low, there are no modifiers and it does just use last week's critical intel and black box locations. So this means you can begin by destroying 4 panels at Satellite Dish. That will then open up the circle for Baal at the chemical refinery, and beating this first Titan will allow you to head into Sector 2. For Gargoyle you'll need 1 intel at Missile Site Ruins, before you can defend the node at Salamander. Then you can head to Testing Zone to take down the Flying Titan. And for supercomputer you just have to destroy 4 panels at Testing Zone, which then allows you to fight Quantum at the building in the sea. With both Gargoyle and supercomputer defeated, you can advance into Sector 3. Cerberus requires 2 intels at Prototype Workshop, before you can head up to the Lava Shield to interrogate 1 guy up there and also grab an intel. After that you'll need to press 4 nodes at Scandium Mine, before finally putting a password into the node at Red Phoenix. Doing all of this will open up the final Titan battle at the top of Lava Shield, where you can complete the regular or low raids. And if you're looking for the raid chests on regular or low this week, there are 2 in Sector 1. The first at Ancient Harbour and the other at Chemical Refinery. Then there'll be 2 more black boxes in Sector 2. The first at Testing Zone and the other at Missile Site Ruins. And finally there's 2 in Sector 3. The first at Red Phoenix with the last one being at Prototype Workshop. Now let's take a look at the regular and low recap, which as you can see is just last week's critical raid, but without the modifiers and is slightly less difficult. Do bear in mind that you can still get some awesome rewards playing both of these raids, but only regular will have level 300 drops, because low has a maximum of level 250 for any gears or guns you get in the raid. That's all for now. We hope you've enjoyed our Intel on Black Box video enough to leave a like and comment, plus subscribe or donate if you haven't already. Please also continue letting your friends know about our channel, because all of your support really does motivate us to make our content. So until next time, peace out, the unlucky lads.